Hey, that was good timing. Hey, everybody. What'd you think of the new holiday music? I thought I'd get us in the mood today. I've got a new background with the snowflakes. Got little Santa tomato down in the corner there. Happy holidays. It is Thursday, December 4th, 2025. My name's Lauren, otherwise known as Mrs. Tomato Head. And for those of you that may be new, welcome. This is a live stream, but it's also recorded. So for those of you that can't make this time, you can watch the recording, but I like to come to you live for a couple reasons. One is I hate editing. So when I come to you live, I can't edit. Actually, I could go back and edit something out, but I don't know that anything's ever happened that I wanted to edit out. I mean, I'm a hot mess. I do all I can do. I kick myself out of episodes all the time. Haven't done it in a while. That probably means I'm going to do it today. But I come to you every Thursday to talk tomatoes with all of you, and I have a whole bunch of great ones to talk to you about today. I'm going to be doing a mini unboxing from Bad Skin's Garden, and they are offering a special coupon code for us just based on this show and some really interesting and rare varieties that only they are carrying as far as I know. One for sure I know, but interesting stories behind it. Very rare, which makes, my eyes go wide and my toes curl. I get all excited. And we've got some old heritage ones I'm going to talk about today too. So glad you're here. If you haven't watched before, grab. Just got my new planner. Isn't it nice? I like these Japanese planners. I'm like a paper girl. So I know paper's not great, but I like these Japanese planners with thin paper. Helps keep me a little organized. I'm not really into like the or not photo calendar. The calendars like on your phone and stuff. Not a fan. Although carrying this around isn't great either. I don't really go many places, but still. So I got my new planner ready to go for 2026. Planning my grow list for 2026, which is why you need a notepad and a pen, because you'll probably hear at least one thing that I'm going to talk about today that perhaps you want to add to your grow list or try to find. If you're not aware, I co-run this group on Facebook, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, with Jen Joy and Kina Tonarood. We've had it for over 2 years now, 2.5-ish years, something like that. And we're a great group for tomato lovers, newbie tomato lovers, seasoned tomato lovers. We're just a great group for tomato enthusiasts. And we do on Saturdays, we offer something called Seed Seeking Saturday, where you can put up to 5 varieties each week, every single week that you're looking for. So some of the things you see on the show, some of them you can order. Other things may be hard to find, so you can ask for it in Seed Seeking Saturday. Or we also have a most wanted post. Speaking of Jen Joy, tomorrow we have our December episode of Tomato Talk Live. We do this usually on the first Friday of the month. And so we're doing this tomorrow. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 1 a.m. Kina time in Norway. It's a bit late, but it is recorded also, so you can catch the recording if you can't make it live. But Jen and I are going to be talking about lessons we learned from this past season, maybe new things we've tried that didn't go so well or did go so well, maybe things that we've have worked well over the years, haven't worked so great. So we're going to be talking about that. And then also how we plan ahead for the next season, using the lessons learned over the years. I'm always learning new things. I've been growing a very, very, very long time. I'm always trying new things and always, trial and error, because if I think I know it all, that it's ridiculous. There's so much to know. I don't think any one person knows everything in the tomato world. I certainly do not, but I do share from my personal experience and whatever knowledge I have. I do a lot of tomato research and I've grown a lot, but that doesn't mean I know everything. I don't. There are some aspects of the tomato world where I feel just completely dumbfounded and confused. I will tell you that. But I'm getting there, especially with breeding. I'm getting there, but I speak with people like Ongwei and Bill Yoder who helped me along with that. Let's see who we've got today. Sherman was first. Hey, Sherman, glad you're here. Uh-oh, we're covering up my little tomato Santa. Hey, Sasha, nice to see you. I wonder if I can move Tomato Santa. Can I move him? No, that's okay. That's all right. He'll deal. Blah Blah's here. Hey, Blah Blah. And Mayor from Afar is here. And Crafty T333. Hi, my friend. Nice to see you. Tara Dove is here. And Jamie's here. Oh, Jamie, I owe you a message. If you could private message me and remind me, because I'm afraid I'll forget. Once the show's over on Thursdays, I'm always like, I go and start making dinner. I'm exhausted because I spend the day doing research and getting my slides together. And honestly, it's so much fun for me, but it's still a lot of work. So, well, before I get to all the other comments, today is the first Thursday of the month. And for those of you that have been watching for a while, this episode is sponsored by our friends at Inspired Garden Life. They make amazing shirts, including this one, which is perfect for me, Tomato Temptress Extraordinaire. They have long sleeve, they have short sleeve, they have tanks, they have V-necks, and they've just released a new series, which was the idea came from our very own Rowena. Went to number one first. Our very own Rowena. It's called the Winter Forage Collection. All kinds of shirts for those who enjoy foraging. There it is. This collection was inspired by TLC member Rowena Kotelniski. Foragers know what Advent teaches. Abundance appears in darkness if you know how to look. A limited seasonal collection celebrating mushrooms. I love mushrooms, berries, and the patient faith of winter provision. And so they are sponsoring, they're giving away, I assume it's the same. I meant to check. Five free t-shirts today and three $25 gift cards. They do ship international now, most places. So make sure you type in #tomato, and I will do a drawing at the end of the episode for 5 free t-shirts from them, three $25 gift cards. And then I don't normally like to pair other gifts in with Inspire Garden Life, but there's one that kind of has to, just because it's timely. And here it is. Jeffrey Rainmaker from Secret Seed Cartel is giving away one advent calendar. I did an unboxing from them just this past Tuesday. If you didn't catch it, you can catch it on my YouTube channel. So you can win one of these also. So #tomato will get you all of Inspired Garden Life things and one advent calendar. Jeffrey, thank you. And Inspired Garden Life, thank you. As always, you guys are just way too generous. I want to repeat this a couple times today, but I'll do it now for the first time. I haven't gotten into the tomatoes yet because that usually takes me a bit while I say hi to everybody. But the folks at Bad Skins Garden and Van der Roost is giving us a special coupon code. Wait to use it because you may want to purchase some of the things I'm going to talk about today. But it's good and through the 7th, so for 3 more days. And the coupon code, here it is, 15% off through December 7th. The code is unboxing 2025. They do ship international. I've ordered from them a number of times. In fact, one of the orders I'm going to do a mini unboxing with you today. So hold off, but write down unboxing 2025. You'll want to take advantage of this, no doubt. Secret Seed Cartel, they have 20% off at TLC 20. That's good forever. Thank you, Jeffrey. And then also 20% off forever from Inspire Garden Life. You can use TLC 20 for that also. And then their special, their winter special, 2 shirts, you get $2 off. 4 shirts, you get $3 off each. I should say each. $2 off each for 2 shirts, $3 each for 4 shirts, and then you get free shipping. 6 shirts, you get $5 off of each and free shipping. And you need to order by December 10th in time to get it in time for Christmas. So it's important to know. And then their forever deal TLC 20. So thank you everybody for your donations. It means a lot. We never ask for donations. Kina, Jen, or I. It's really just people volunteering, which just makes me feel just warm-hearted. That's how our community is, our group, and people like you guys that watch the show, always so generous. Okay, where were we? Justin, good morning, Justin from down under. And here's Drew. Hi, everyone. Looking forward to posting a micro update tomorrow. My Paws Pride crosses are making little tomatoes. That's exciting. Yes, keep us posted, Drew. Sasha's commenting on how many early birds there are. I love us. We are so ready. I love it too. Did you guys like the new music? I thought I would do it through until the new year for the next couple weeks. Hey, Deborah, another one from Australia. Nice to see you. Those of you in Australia, Justin and Deborah, how are your gardens going so far? Definitely want to hear about that. Good evening, all, from Dancing Vita. And there's Rowena, the star of the day. Apparently, she got seed mail from me today, too. And she's responsible for the Foragers collection, which is super cool. Linda's here. Hey, Linda. And Skano Angwe, nice to see you here. A lot of people that were here on Tuesday, too. You guys are in it just like I am. You just want to talk tomatoes. Hey, Christy. Nice to see you. And Achille is here. 3 shows. You're going to spoil us. I know. So if you watched on Tuesday, I forgot that my sister and I talk on Tuesdays. It's kind of a new thing we've set like within the past couple weeks because we decided we weren't talking enough. So we set Tuesdays to talk on the phone. She lives only half an hour away. It's not like I don't see her, but and so I forgot, and I decided I was going to do unboxings on Tuesday. So she tried calling me a few times this past Tuesday. So I called her back as soon as the show was over, and she's like, "What are you doing on Tuesdays now?" And I told her, and I'm like, "Yeah, I did an unboxing of seeds for like 2 hours. It wasn't like 2 hours. It was 2 hours." And had like 100 viewers, and people stay the whole time, and she just can't imagine. Nor does she like tomatoes. Have I told you guys this? I have one sibling. One sibling. One sibling. She hates tomatoes. I don't know, we're similar in a lot of ways, but in that way we are not. It's just horrifying to me. It's horrifying. I give her kids tomatoes because she doesn't obviously they don't grow anything. I've given them some micro dwarfs over the years, and yeah, they kind of let them die. They're a busy family. Oh, I should have brought my micro over. You know, I'm going to go grab it. Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves. So I know in the group we talked a while back about somebody posted about giving micros away as holiday gifts. And I grew a lot of my own. I'm stabilizing a number of micro dwarfs. And so I put this one, I bought these pots last year on Amazon. Aren't they cute? Kind of holiday-ish. And this is one I've been working on the past couple of years called Creamsicle Mini. Isn't it super cute? Normally I wouldn't put micros unless they're like the nano kinds that only get to be a couple inches tall. Normally I don't put them. You can see it's suffering a little bit from this pot, but in something so small, but it's actually doing really well. And I've got, where'd it go? There's a little tomato. Here it is, a little tomato. Isn't it super cute? So this is an F4. I've got others going too. I've also got a micro growing from Angwe that he gave me called Gajiza, which I'm excited about. And I think I've mentioned this in the past, but right now I'm growing indoors Prince Charming's Bastard, which is I think I may have mentioned it on Tuesday. That's a variety that many of us have been looking for years. Angwei had sent me some seeds, and I'm growing 4 of those plants. I'm not sure if I'll keep all 4, but should have brought one of those over too, but it's a dwarf. So I'm growing it indoors, so that's exciting. I've also got some lime in the coconut going too, but that is not a dwarf. So I figure it's going to outgrow me at some point, but I don't have it in me to kill it. It's this beautiful potato leaf. I've got 2 plants of those going. I'm actually going to use them for an experimental video I'm working on, or a video with an experiment that I'm working on. So that's all exciting. This is why it takes me 2 hours to get through a show, because I'm like, oh, there's that. there's that. I should go get Prince Charming's Bastard. I should get my micro. But anyway, it was you, Drew, I think, that got me thinking about my micros. It's very exciting to breed yourself. You never know what you're going to get. Um, who else do we have? Hey, Stephanie, nice to see you. And Greg's here. Hey, Greg. And Jennifer and Denise. All our tomato friends are here. I'm not sure about T9007G. I think I recall your profile before, but hi there. I'm sure I know you, but in case I don't, welcome. Resilient on Repeat is here. And Badskin's here. Anne's here. Hey, Anne, thank you for offering the coupon code for us. I can't wait to talk about the varieties that I know you know I'm talking about today. And I realized I was going through it and I realized I forgot one of them. I thought I got all of the ones, I'm going to be talking about. And somehow I forgot one. So I've got it in my cart right now and I'll be placing an order with the coupon code. I can't believe I missed one. I'm horrified at that. Who else do we have here? Eric's here. And you like the music, Sherman? Good. I have to search. YouTube has like a library of things you can use. It's royalty free. You can't just use any music, otherwise it will demonetize you. So I had to find something that was free and wouldn't demonetize me. Not that I make much money, but I make a little something. Oh, good, Jamie. I'm glad you're liking the music too. Very festive. Tanya's Townhouse Garden. Hey, feel like it's been a while since I've seen you. Inspiration needed to start my indoor tomatoes. So for those of you in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, we have something we do every year. It's called Micropalooza. Starts on October 1st, but you can really start whenever. The whole purpose of it is just to have fun growing together indoors. And so you can start stuff now. You didn't miss anything. I think our first year we started November. Last year we started September. This year we decided October was best. So we'll see how it goes. But every Friday, next one will go up at midnight Eastern Standard Time tonight. I put up a post where you can share. I forget what week it is. Is it week 9 maybe? That could make sense. That might make sense. Where you can put in pictures of progress of the things you're growing. So that's always exciting. We'll be getting tomatoes before you know it, or some of us have tomatoes already, just ripe tomatoes. I don't think I've seen anybody with ripe ones yet. It's a bit early. Hey, Mary, nice to see you. And Deb is here. Make sure you guys all get in #tomato. We've got all the things from Inspire Garden Life, all the things as they do for us every single month. And then an advent calendar from Secret Seed Cartel. So that's exciting too. Hi, Leslie. Nice to see you. And we're getting lots of love the music. Good, good. I'm glad you like it. Hey, Lisa. Nice to see you. Happy holidays to you all. Hey, Jen's here. Hey, buddy. Love the music, and I love you, my sweet friend Lauren. Can't wait for our show tomorrow. We can find holiday music for our show too, or the same holiday music. But maybe we can find something that's just us. That would be cool. Who do I contact for the seeds I won last time? I give away a lot, so I can't recall what you won or who you won it from. I always ask that people contact the donor directly. So if you know who you won it from, I couldn't even begin to know which prize you won, unfortunately. So if you can remember a little bit, perhaps I can help, but I would have to watch the show back. That's why I always ask everybody to write it down and contact the person, because it's a lot on me to contact everybody and remember. So hopefully we can get you those seeds. Hey, Heidi. Heidi's here. Lunra's here. Oh, good, Jamie. You love paper too. Good. I realized I was sounding like a jerk. Like, here's my planner. It's all paper. And I am environmentally conscious. I try to reduce plastic and stuff, but I do like paper. I like being able to look and see something in front of me. It really helps me. I don't want to say I've got major memory issues, but I've got some memory issues, and it really does help. Um, just the act of writing it down. In fact, I've written a couple books. I'm sure I've told you guys. I know Akeelia just put one in the group, but I've written a couple journals. This is mine 52-week intention journal, and then I've got the 5-minute gratitude journal for teen boys. So I like paper. I like journaling. In fact, if you're looking to start the year anew, this is a really great book to get you through the year, to live with intention and maybe mix things up. Oh, I lost my little tomato. Sorry, little one. There we go. Okay. Who else do we have? Anne's here. Hey, Anne. Jamie, I'm a paper planner too. Good to hear. All right, I'm just going to skip ahead because I've got more tomatoes than usual today, but I may not get to them all. Hey, Kina. Nice to see you. Yvette's here. Hi, Yvette. And Laura's here. Hey, Laura. And Jeffrey's here. What's good in the tomato hood? I love it. And Robin's here. Hello. Jerry's here. And Jen says, I got to get me some long sleeves now that it's frigid. Yeah, they're nice. I have one. They had made me a Mr. and Mrs. Rob and I, Mr. and Mrs. Tomato shirt when they were starting to look into what shirts to use for long sleeve. And I almost wore it today. I should have. But I was in the mood for tomato temptress extraordinaire. Hey, Kim. Nice to see you. And Brianna's here. Hey, Brianna. Nice to see you. I'm catching up. Jen says our group is amazing and I love being a part of it. Same. When I started the group, and then with Kina and you and we had a vision, but it's way beyond what our vision was. We just thought we want a kind place, drama free. And so that's what we created. And it's amazing how it has morphed into this place where people give more than they take. It really is just incredible. It's not something we could plan. It's just a feeling, and you all get the feeling. Music is so festive. I'm glad you like it. Hey, Pretty. Hi, tomato friends. Glad I didn't place my order from Bad Skins yet. I have a cart full waiting for checkout. Great. So make sure you put in unboxing 2025 is the code. It'll be good for another couple days, which is very generous. I did not ask Anne to do that. She came up with it on her own. Oh, Jessica, you have a sister who also can't stand tomatoes. We grew up in the same family. How are we so different? I know. I mean, my dad, he wasn't a huge gardener like me, but he gardened, and we had, those great tomatoes you remember from your childhood, so many of us. It's not like, she's hated tomatoes her entire life. I just don't understand. I thought she liked salsa, though. And then I brought over a jar of my homemade sauce, and she's like, I don't like tomatoes. I'm like, I know, but she does tomato sauce, and she does ketchup, which isn't really tomatoes. She does Heinz ketchup. But I thought she did salsa. I've been making salsa for years. I always thought she ate it. I guess it was just the guacamole. All right, Eric says, I can't wait for seeds for Prince Charming's Bastard to come back into circulation. Yeah, we're working on it. It's very exciting. A couple of the plants are staying small, but I've got a little bit of an aphid issue, which I've got something exciting. I'm going to make a video on a new technique that's a little, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a little radical, but it's supposed to work. So I'm excited about it. I'm not going to give it away, but I've got 3 that are not growing as fast as the main one. So, and that's because of the aphids. The one doesn't have any. So it's interesting. There's also another difference, but I'll talk about that in the video too. But yeah, super excited to grow it, to be growing it and get that back in circulation too. We're just so happy to have you back, Angwei. Let's all do a clap for having Angwei back with us, because these are varieties that need to be grown and tasted, based on the 20 or so of his I grew last year, including some of his experimental crosses. These are really excellent varieties that need to be out there. So those of you who have been giving seeds to are likely getting at least one of his in the mix. Who else? We have Natalia's here. Hey, Natalia. Perfect self-describing t-shirt you have there. I agree. I said this on Tuesday. I think I need one that says grow list disruptor. That's my new like sub name. Lauren, this is Tomato Head Grow List Disruptor. and I disrupt my own grow list too. Becca, ooh, coupon code sounds like more shopping for me. Thank you. You're welcome. You deserve a holiday gift. Hey, here's our friends, Tim and Darylyn here. So nice to be a part of today's wonderful show. Thank you, my friends. Glad you're here. Happy to have another show that is sponsored by you. It's excellent. All right. Who else? Did I get everybody else? Sasha says, I'm a write it down so I remember person too. Good. I'm glad I'm not alone. I thought I was like dating myself for people. Eric says he likes a paper planner also. Good to hear. Ooh, look at this. Sweatshirts and hoodies coming soon now that it's cold. Nice. I had been thinking that a sweatshirt would be nice. I'm all in on that. Hey, Spicy Sancho. Nice to see you. And El Bundy. Nice to see you. Heidi, I just picked up my little tomato head from daycare and watching while he takes a nap, snuggled up with me. That sounds like heaven. Can I just tell you that sounds, oh, I see your in your profile picture. He's our little nano tomato head. Oh, so precious. Loved the picture you posted the other day. That was precious. OMG, you mean ketchup is not tomatoes? A lot of people think it is. There is some tomato in ketchup. I keep meaning to make my own. I made my own years and years ago when we were first married, and I didn't do it with tomatoes we had grown. We were living in an apartment at that point. But I did get, I don't remember if I even got fresh or canned whole tomatoes, but I attempted. It was not very good. And I was going to try it again this year. I wanted to make like green tomatoes from GWR or green ketchup from GWR tomatoes, and I just never got around to it. Do aphids lay eggs in the soil? They sure do. Yes, they do. Oh, Angwei, thanks for having me. It's a great group. I'm sure you have seen the love that has been coming towards you. And if you look at Seed Seeking Saturday and Most Wanted, the varieties are yours, my friend. They are yours. I thought, and I'm not alone, we thought they were gone forever. There's been some that have been out there. I grew, I don't even know if I told you this, Angwei. I grew Hatho, not this past year, but the year before. And I think I did tell you this, and turtle purple, but that turned out to be a cuckoo. It was not the right turtle purple. So gosh, getting your seeds this year was like Kina Jen and I were freaking out, freaking out. And thank you, Terry, for helping me out with that. Can you show the coupon codes again before we leave? Of course. Let me show them again right now, quickly. Inspired Garden Life, 20% off with coupon code TLC20. That's inspiredgardenlife.com. Secret Seed Cartel. And you can catch my unboxing from this past Tuesday on my channel. TLC20 for 20% off. And Bad Skins Garden. 15% off with unboxing 2025 is the code. And that's badskinsgarden.be. Great vendor. Only takes a couple weeks to arrive. I've had very, very good luck with them. Okay, let's talk about some tomatoes, shall we? We ready for some tomatoes? I'm actually, yeah, see, Mary's got it right. We are also happy you are here, Angwei. Couldn't agree with you more. Oh, look, Francis says Inspired Garden Life needing some dry fit garden baseball caps, please. That's a great idea. And I would love zippered sweatshirts too. I like the zippers. Um, hey, Christy, I'm late work, expecting me to work. You need to have a talk with them. All right, let's talk. Anything else I need to mention? So don't forget my show with Jen tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Just Jen and I this month. And put in hashtag tomato, you guys. We've got some great prizes today, inspired by or Inspired Garden Life, giving away 5 free shirts, 3 gift cards, and then Jeffrey from Secret Seed Cartel is giving away another of his amazing awesome sauce advent calendars. Okay, so I'm starting today with stuff I was going to talk about. We didn't have a show last week because it was Thanksgiving in the US, but 2 weeks ago, it was on my list and I didn't get to them. I think I had hit 2 hours and I'm like, look, honestly, I could go all day. But I know there's a point where you guys need to go, and 2 like, I'm surprised you stay for 2 hours, I'll be honest. Like, I chuckle about it, then I think if I was the viewer, I would totally tune in for 2 hours. I'd be filling seed swaps and watching or listening for 2 hours. But I know I'm pushing it. Don't really wanna go beyond 2 hours. I used to say 1 hour, then I went 90 minutes. I think Jen and I do 90 minutes, which I think is a good time, but I don't wanna push my luck. So these are tomatoes. The first couple are tomatoes I was going to talk about last week. And there's a couple new ones in here. Now, I've talked about a variety I grew this past year. Several of us grew it. It was called Beefy Purple. It's part of the Cream of the Crop collection put out by A.P. Whaley and Frog's Leap Farm, which is Mark McCaslin, who's an incredibly talented breeder from the United States. Beefy Purple. I should have beefy purple up here. Um, it was a fantastic variety. I've talked about it a few times, I think. Here it is. Let me just put this up. So beefy purple was also part of the cream of the crop series. Here it is. Fantastic. That brick score says 10.4. Is incredible. Also part of the cream of the crop, bred by Mark McCaslin. I'm a fan. These are bred to hold up to transport, so people can get that heirloom flavor without worried about damage in shipping and or transport, I should say. And so it does have chewier skin, but man, that flavor is excellent. So if you can get past the chewy skin, it's really similar to Fred Hempel's varieties, which he does the same. Like Benevento is similar. It's got a chewier skin, but meant to hold up and have good shelf life too. So here's another one, and this just came out this year, I believe. It's called Burton's Baby Oxheart. Also bred by Mark McCaslin. It's open pollinated. It's not an F1. Some in the series, in fact, the next one I'm going to talk about is a hybrid. This one is not. And AP Whaley says it ripens in 65 or matures 65 to 70 days. This newcomer commanded attention in our North Carolina trials, and we're sure it will do the same in your garden. Beautiful orange and red striped, 2 to 2.5 inches. Unique fruits mature to a miniature ox heart shape. They're super cute. Looks actually similar shape to my creamsicle mini micro. That shape is really similar. The flesh is juicy and meaty with a mildly sweet, slightly acidic flavor. Great fresh from the garden or cooked, high yields, and it's an indeterminate. Anybody have this one? I don't think anybody would have grown it because I believe it's a new release. But have you grown anything else from the Cream of the Crop series? I think that has been out for 2 years. This was not the first year of Beefy Purple, I don't think. It was there for the 2024 season also. I just got Beefy Red in the same order, Achillia. I got seeds for Beefy Red to grow next year. Just got them. Beefy Purple's not a hybrid. Good question, though. Very good question. Yeah, for fungus gnats. I've tried the sand thing. I've tried a lot. You know what's actually helping is rice hulls. Rice hulls, but I've got a different kind of aphid going on right now that I'm going to hopefully get rid of with something that arrived yesterday. Grew beefy purple, loved it. It was good, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Um, yeah, loved the flavor. And I took a sucker plant from the first round. It is a dwarf. So I grew it in a grow bag. I took a sucker plant, so I got a um, second wind from it, and yeah, it was really nice to have those at the end of the season. Tasted in North Carolina. Okay, I need it. And I have grown beefy purple this year. Very good tomato. Agree. Agree. Nice surprise. Bill Yoder had told me he had grown it the year before, and he's like, "You want this one?" And he was absolutely right. All right, and this is next one is from the Cream of the Crop series. Also, this one is a hybrid. It's called Bada Bing. Ooh, I forgot the exclamation point. Silly me. The actual name of it is Bada Bing with an exclamation point right next to the G. Darn, that's like the fun part. Bada Bing F1, bred by Mark McCaslin of the Cream of the Crop series. You can get these at AP Whaley, Whaley. Also, and I think Totally Tomatoes has some of these as well. AP Whaley says this is their first release with a trademarked thing they call tomato guard protection. They say it's outstanding flavor coupled with amazing disease tolerance that will allow for open field and tunnel production in the most challenging production areas. Cocktail-sized fruits are 2 inches and bright red, developed with licensed donor lines from Dr. Martha Muschler at Cornell University. And it's an all-America selection. Oh, and then I got an email today while I was getting ready for the show. Got an email from AP Whaley, and the email said, "We're thrilled to share some exciting news with you. Our cream of the crop, Bada Bing, F1 tomato has been selected as a contender for the National Garden Bureau's 2026 Green Thumb Award." So that's exciting for them. The plant is indeterminate, but it stays at 40 inches tall. It was bred for superior garden performance and robust disease resistance. This truly unique and reliable tomato promises an effortless, predictable, and bountiful harvest. Get ready for more bang for your buck and a summer full of delicious, healthy tomatoes. Bada bing! Gotta admit, the name's pretty great. What's the website? It's AP. Hang on, let me pull it up and I'll put the website address in there. Oh, there's no P in the website address. I did not know that. I would have told you wrong. Okay. It is awhaley.com. There we go. awhaley.com. And they've got all kinds of great things. Really great vendor. Haven't done an unboxing from them yet. I should. Just when you think there's no more unboxings to do, there are. So that's bada bing. Okay, this next one I was supposed to talk about last week also and didn't get a chance to. These are 3 new varieties available at High Mowing Seeds, and they're part of the Galaxy suite, they call it. This is Cosmic Pink, Green Nebula, and Stargazer. And they are bred by the also very, very talented breeder from Cornell University, Phil Griffiths. I've talked about his tomatoes before. I don't know that I've ever grown anything of his, but I've definitely gushed about him and his work. Have I grown anything of his? I have a lot of things he did, like Yellow Submarine. There are a whole bunch of things that Fruition Seeds carried a lot of his stuff. They no longer sell seeds, but yeah, they had a lot of Dr. Phil Griffiths' work. So it's a snack-sized medley, they say. They're currently available for pre-order through High Mowing Organic Seeds to be delivered in spring 2026 in time for planting. I don't know if that's still true. That information I picked up a couple weeks ago, so maybe maybe now they're shipping them. I don't know. But you can check at High Mowing Seeds. They're going to be the only people that carry these. And Phil Griffith says gardeners always want something new, and the first thing they look for is tomatoes. Got that right. Um, he's the associate professor in the School of Integrative Plant Science Horticulture section at Cornell Agritech in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. And he's bred a total of 9 varieties for the Galaxy Suite. Green Nebula, which turns translucent, where to go? Yellow green when ripe, is a juicy pear-shaped grape tomato. Stargazer, a pale bright orange shaped between a pear and a grape, has a fruity flavor. And Cosmic Pink is a meaty, disease-resistant, elongated pink grape tomato with a top-ranked flavor profile. Um, Phil says one of the big benefits of them is not only do they each look different, obviously having a multiple different colors, but each one has a unique ancestry of multiple different heirloom types. And it looks like they're going to be selling some of these in retail locations. They're looking at Sprouts. Oh, and Wegmans. Ooh, I'm a Wegmans girl. I don't think those of you that aren't in the East know what Wegmans is, but it's a very high-end grocery store. I don't have one super close, like half an hour away, but sometimes I get delivery from there. Surprisingly, they deliver out to the boondocks. Sprouts Farmers Markets and Arc Foods, a plant-based food company. Ooh, I'm going to have to look out for those. Griffiths began breeding tomatoes in 2005. He started with brassicas, like broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage. He says the intention isn't just to maximize economic sales and yields, it's to make interesting, fun foods more widely available and to engage people in the growing and consumption of vegetables and tomatoes in particular. We like tomatoes. I like tomatoes best, but I like all the vegetables. Keen, I love bada bing too. Putting bada bing on the wish list. I think I've heard something about them. I think somebody put something in the group a couple weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody was asking about High Mowing Seeds, and in particular, they were looking for these. Hey, Malachite Jen. Glad you're here. Hi, Junie, if you're watching. Are they open pollinated? Yes, as far as I know, they're open pollinated. It doesn't say they're hybrid, so they've got to be open pollinated. Yes, I will say with 95% probability, yes, but you'll want to check out the website just in case. But I believe they are. Oh, yeah, Jen, this bada bing would be a good naughty one for you. Yes, Sangoon, yes. Wegmans in Bridgewater. I just got a delivery from them yesterday. I couldn't believe they came out to me. I mean, they charge for it, but when you don't want to go out, you don't want to go out. I always think bada bing, bada boom in Italian. I think of The Sopranos. Did any of you guys watch The Sopranos? There was a strip club called Bada Bing, right? I mean, that's in my head, but it's been a long time since I've seen The Sopranos. But I think it was called the Bada Bing or the Bada Bing Club or something like that. Bada Bing. All right, next one. Those are everything I was going to talk about last time. And I've got a couple others up my sleeve. Make sure if you're just joining, hi there. Make sure you type in hashtag tomato. We've got some prizes to give away from Inspired Garden Life, who are the creators of my many t-shirts that I love and wear all the time. And we also have an advent calendar from Secret Seed Cartel to give away. So type in hashtag tomato. If you're watching on Instagram, come on over to my YouTube channel at Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. I can't see your comments, and the giveaway tool can't register anything you say. You can watch from Instagram, but I can't see anything you say, unfortunately. So come on over to my YouTube channel, and there I can see your comments, and you can enter to win and all of that good stuff. Okay, next one is a Russian commercial variety. Yes, commercial variety in Russia. Potarok Fay. It translates to gift of the fairy or fairy gift. I have not grown it, but it sounds super interesting. The fruits are relatively small, 180 to 300 grams. They're heart-shaped and blunt. Orange, sometimes green traces on the shoulders. Let's see. Victory Seeds sells it. They say it's a determinate. The plants are compact and prolific. Does it say a height? I thought it said a height somewhere. Oh, rats. I forgot to add that information. Anyway, it's a compact determinate variety. Juicy and fleshy orange flesh, sweet and aromatic flavor. Anybody grown this? We'd love to hear from you if you've grown it and what you thought. Produces in waves very early in the season. It has really good disease resistance for psyllium wilt, fusarium wilt, and tobacco mosaic virus that it's immune to. They're also high in beta carotene, so a healthier tomato. All right, that's all I've got on this. Anybody grown it? Son, I grew Potarok Fay last year. They were good. Okay. And Missy, I loved Potarok Fay. Nice in a grow bag. That's kind of what I was envisioning. I'm talking about a couple varieties today that are compact and would be good in grow bags. Didn't really plan that, but there's Evelina. Very hearty tomato with a good tomato flavor. Good to know. Thank you, guys. Hey, Darla. Yes, if you guys could hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, that would be fantastic. Thank you. I'm always surprised. I always see like my subscriptions are going up. I don't stay on top of those things, but I'll go to schedule a show and I'm like, oh, I got 10 more subscriptions. That's really cool. Hey, Drew. Just joining from frozen Missouri. Yeah, stay safe. Stay safe. And we have a question here from Paragoon1230. Has anyone here ever grow tasty Lee tomatoes? I have not, but it sounds intriguing. Tasty Lee. All right, next one. All right, I've talked about this kind of ad nauseum, but there's a reason why it's here. So I'm going to be talking to you now, and I've been kind of teasing that there's a series of tomatoes that is available at Bad Skin's Garden, and I think most of them are Bad Skin's Garden only. They are varieties by Maxim Gurin of Ukraine. He's a very talented breeder, and this is one of his that I grew this year. I mentioned it during my Tuesday unboxing from Secret Seed Cartel because Jeffrey does carry it. It's called Dwarf 62208. And it's a great dwarf green tomato. Very, very tasty, sweet, tangy. It's got everything. So if you've heard his name before, quite possibly could be from this one, although he's bred many, many other things. But so when I was at Bad Skin's Garden a couple weeks ago, I was noticing these tomatoes, and I'm going to show you my order here. They start with a GU. These are lines that were bred by Gurin that, and most of them have not been given names. They have numbers, and they're all to show breeding lines. Like a lot of times the GU18 is most likely, it was bred in 2018, and then he's got numbers that often accompany the GU. So Anne at Bad Skin's Garden has a ton of these, but with a very interesting story. Now, I'm going to tell you again, you can get 15% off at Bad Skin's Garden only for the next couple days with unboxing 2025 as the code. So check this out. This one I'm super excited about. There's two really that I'm super excited about. This one, GU18, is also known as Mexican green. I believe Alexi Kulik sells this one. In fact, the photo on the right is from him, but not from his site. It's from another site. Let me tell you what I've learned about this one. Well, let me tell you the story first. Anne from Bad Skins was sent this story along with the seeds for these varieties. And I'm just going to read it verbatim and you guys can just listen. So it says the tomatoes of the Institute of Vegetable Growing at the National Academy of Sciences of Ukraine. Most of these are not named varieties yet, but breeding lines. Earlier, this section of the catalog was called Maxim Viktorovich Gurin's tomatoes, but after Gurin left the institute, we changed the name of the section. Some are antho blue tomatoes of Ukrainian selection and differ from American ones in that the synthesis of anthocyanins in them is determined not only by the gene American wild tomato, but also two more genes isolated from the Ukrainian collection of Solanaceae. That's the Latin name for tomatoes. That is, our tomatoes are richer in the composition of useful substances and have different fruit color saturation. I define the taste and aroma of these tomatoes as explosive, saturated with a bit of exoticism. I'm in, totally in. Where was I? Gurin differs from the American ones in the type of bush. These are powerful, mostly determinate, thick-skinned, standard or semi-determinate, semi-stem plants with very high yields. Thanks to this type of bush, they are suitable both for a small plot and for industrial cultivation in open ground. The fruits are dense, the pulp is often red, less often dark pink. And then here's where the drama comes in. For one, Dean Slater of the United States took GU22 K5484, claimed he bred it, and named it Evil Olive. So you see Evil Olive. Maybe some of you have grown Evil Olive. That's the story. I've heard the story before. Can't confirm it, but that is the story, that this was bred by Gurin. Seeds came to the United States, and Dean Slater renamed it and took it as his own, renamed it Evil Olive. But that is, in fact, allegedly, where'd it go? GU22 K5484. And then it says, Gurin has disappeared, and it is supposed that he was killed by Russians. I can't find information to confirm that other than what Ansight says, and that's the information that she got from somebody very reliable. But yeah, he may not be with us any longer. If anybody can say that that's not correct, I would love to get that information correct. But if so, that's super sad. So this is GU Mexican Green. So that story accompanies all of these I'm going to show you. This one, for obvious reasons, knowing I love GWR tomatoes, this one looks and sounds really great. It is very beautiful green fruited variety, bright golden blush, excellent sweet taste. And then another site says the flavor is reminiscent to Malachite box. What? And it was known on the other site, which is tomatland.ru in Russia. They call it just Mexican green without the GU18, but I haven't seen it anywhere else. I believe Bad Skins would be the only place you can find this. Similar to Malachite box in flavor, huh? Gotta grow it. Gotta grow it. You Groots Gardening. Hey there, nice to see you. You're welcome. Hope you're enjoying it. And getting lots of thank you for the code. Hey, Andrea, nice to see you. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Hey, Anthony, nice to see you, my friend. All right, so that's Mexican green. Let's see the next one. GU8 2555. For those of you that have never ordered from Bad Skins Garden, here's what their packaging looks like. Absolutely love it. It's got the photo on the front. They do pay a lot of money to get the plant passport. They have their seeds tested for disease resistance. Doesn't mean, I mean, every time if you're ordering from overseas, you take a chance. There's nothing our vendors can do about that. I've personally never had anything confiscated from Bad Skins, but that doesn't mean it can't happen in the future. For me, I'm willing to take the chance for these great seeds. So this one is GU8 K2555. It's not much information about it. Small red, clean, bright red background, dense and very tasty. That's GU8 K2555. So the way I read from my research, so the 8 could mean that it was bred in 2008. The K25 is the breeding line, and the 55 is the plant number. I believe I'm right about that. I could totally be wrong, but I tried to do as much research as I could on these. And they're not all labeled the same. Here's another GU8. So this is the same breeding line, just called GU8 small red. These are pretty, aren't they? Anne says it was a dwarf similar to the GU8 K2555, so the last one, and very tasty. That's GU8 small red. Next one, GU25 Mandalay. There we go. These are pretty. Look at that interior. They say mid-season fruits are 150 to 300 grams. The fruits of this variety are dense, a variety with good yield, unusual, beautiful fruits, but the fruits are not only beautiful, but very tasty and sweet. Flesh is rich orange red color, super, very odd pinkish orange on the inside. That's what I like about it. I'm not always a fan of orange varieties, but that pink on the inside has got me sold. So that's GU25 Mandalay. Then we've got, besides the Mexican green, this is the other one I'm super excited about. This is GU2, number 103 is what it's called on the website. And it looks amazing. Anne says it is another very tasty GWR, beautiful with stripes. She says the skin is slightly thicker, but also makes it crack resistant. And she says it's a must have for GWR lovers. That's me. I'm a GWR lover. All right, next. Next is the one that, wait, is that right? Oh, I think I screwed up the things. All right, let's talk about this one. GU1 number 74, rare and unusual beauty. Super potato leaf leaves, fruits outside of an unusual ochre orange color with thick green strokes, orange green on the inside. Bushes are very prolific, rare and unusual beauty. GU1 number 74. These are so pretty, aren't they? And then there's GU20. I forgot to take that off. I think this is the one I forgot to order, and I don't know how I did that. GU20 K56508. Dark, saturated dark red color with purple hue. The lower part of the peduncle is dark, some antho. Not seeing this in these pictures. Taste is bright, explosive, unusual, but good tomato. Powerful stem bush. Let me give you, I'm going to put in the chat a direct link to, I'll just do the Mexican green one, but you can find all of these at Badskin's Garden. Let me put it in the comments. GU18 Mexican green. Don't these look amazing? And they're rare. We need to keep them in circulation or get them into circulation. GU2 number 103 must be mine. I know, right? So good. Very sad. I would love to see someone do a deep dive on that. Boy, I've gotten really, really deep, and there's no evidence of an obituary or anything like that. But I would love to find out more. I asked a couple reliable people today, and they weren't sure either. So it is interesting. I'm not sure why anybody would make that up, but it would be super sad if that's true. All right, so I just put in the comments the link to, I think, yes, to the GU18 Mexican green, which looks amazing. Okay, the next one is also from Badskin's Garden, and she's the only one that carries it right now. This is new from the Gondwana series, bred by Patrina Nusky Small of Australia. She's the co-founder of the Dwarf Tomato Project with Craig LaHoulier. The story with the Gondwana series is I think I have it listed right here. She found she wasn't able to send outside of the country anymore, outside of Australia. So rather than breeding something and giving it to a million people in the Dwarf Tomato Project, she carried these through and stabilized them all on her own. And then this is the new one, Gondwana Shadows. Let me give you the direct link for those of you that are really into the Gondwana series or anything rare, of course, which I think is pretty much any of us. Here's the link in the comments. Badskin's Garden. So let's see. Badskin says it's a new addition to the Gondwana series. It was accidentally overlooked for a few years, and it now completes the work of the Gondwana series. It's the only red variety of the group with abundant, small, red-black, round, delicious fruits that harmoniously blend tangy sweetness with umami. It was worth the wait, compact up to 1 meter. Anybody grown any of the other Gondwanas yet? Or somehow were able to get your hands on shadows? Yeah, I know. You do need shadows now. Brand new, brand new. And Badskin's the only person that carries it. Hey, Julia, nice to see you. Oh, Andrew, you've got a bunch of the GUs of the. You've got a good collection. Yeah, it's hard to find information. I've been compiling like a spreadsheet myself. It's hard to find good information on them, but we just try our best, right? Gondwana Shadows looks beautiful. I agree. Totally agree. Oh, funny. I was casually shopping the site, and I guess more people got on since it's slow now. Very funny. Yeah, they're a great vendor. Check out their stuff. And don't forget, use the code unboxing 2025 for 15% off through December 7th. Thank you, Anne, for doing that for us. These are great varieties. And check out other stuff too, not just these rare ones. But yeah, as soon as I went on her site and I was looking at the new stuff, I saw this series by Gurin. I knew I was onto something special. Okay, so it's Gondwana Shadows for those of you who like the Gondwana series. All right, next one. This is a variety from Russia. It's it's got fuzzy foliage and fuzzy fruit, which I'm not normally a fan of. Although I grew one from Angway this year. He calls it Fred Martinez. Kina, Jen, and I grew it, and it's fuzzy foliage and fuzzy fruit. It's also got antho at the top, which I didn't think I would like because I'm not a fan of antho, but these were really good, super cute. So now I'm keeping a more of an open mind to these, and this variety has been kind of it's been passing me by with information for a while. I thought I would share about it today. So let's see, variety originating from Russia. The name Persic means peach, which would explain, the fuzziness on it. Hairy epidermis reminiscent of a peach skin. Fruits weighing 100 to 250 grams, round, slightly flattened at the poles, and with discrete ribbing in the upper part. It ripens from light green to light red. Juicy flesh containing a lot of gel. Heirloom tomato flavor. Sounds good to me. Dwarf plant with moderate development. Bluish gray woolly foliage. Determinate. It says determinate growth for some and indeterminate for others. So semi-determinate would be a good compromise in order to better manage the plant. That's from Tomato Faifu. Where'd it go? Second half of the season production, very good preservation after harvesting. And then Tatiana's tomato base says very beautiful and unusual dwarf plants with woolly, blue-gray, regular leaf foliage. Fruits are also fuzzy, firm, and ripen from light green to bright red. Keep very well on the counter after picking. Anybody grown Persic? Anyone? We'd love to hear if you have. Hey, Chef. Nice to see you. Hi, Courtney. Glad you're here. Happy Thursday. Rowena, so many wonderful vendors giving discount codes. I know. We're so fortunate. And Christy, you're right. Persic looks like a persimmon. It totally does. Um, oh, quinoa. I haven't grown them. I assume you're talking about the Gondwana series, but my kid's teacher's from Australia, so I grew them to small plants and gave them to her before summer. What a great idea! What a great idea. Um, Good night, Kina. She's off to bed. Sasha says Persic is so pretty and bright looking. I agree. And Natalia, maybe Alina from Graf Samina knows about Gorin. Yeah. Um, yeah, we have to find out. We need to know. All right, next one. Here's a special one that I came across that's older than dirt and really exciting. It's called John Bear. And let me expand this so you can see the advertisement on the right is from 1914. Beautiful advertisement. Isn't that gorgeous? From a seed company called Bolgiano's. Let me tell you about it. Victory Seeds carries it. They may be out of stock, but they do carry it. 75 days indeterminate. The vines are hardy and very productive. Its fruit are red in color, almost perfectly globed to flattened globe shaped, range from 2 to 12 inches, averaging from 6 ounces each. Have smooth skin with firm, solid flesh and an excellent flavor. It originated from a single plant of Bonnie Best. And there's a lot of talk that it's the same variety. It's not the same variety as Bonnie Best, but it came from Bonnie Best and it was developed over 15 years and selected by market grower and seed producer Mr. John Bear of Baltimore County, Maryland. Having already developed the Greater Baltimore tomato and releasing it through the J. Bolgiano Seed Company of Baltimore, Mr. Bear submitted this variety to Bolgiano, who introduced it to the public in 1914, naming it in honor of its creator, John Bear. It became very popular among home gardeners and was quickly added to the seed catalogs of many companies. The Grand Junction Seed Company of Grand Junction, Colorado, dedicated a lot of space in their 1919 catalog to espouse all of the reasons why folks should grow the John Bear tomato. They stated, this is a quote, "This most wonderful tomato was first introduced by a large Eastern grower in 1914, and the seed was sold at $50 per pound. We listed it season before last for the first time, and as we were about the first to introduce it in the West, we had some misgivings for fear it might not meet all the wonderful claims the growers made for it. However, we are glad to say that John Bear has certainly made good and stands today at the head of the list for an early and best all-around tomato. The many good words and letters of recommendation we have received from growers, canners, market gardeners, and others justify us in placing it at the head of the list. Our mail orders of this one tomato last season were more than for all the other tomatoes combined. At one time, it was a leading canning variety. By the late 1930s, it had become the leading canning variety in New York, Michigan, and southeastern Wisconsin, where it consistently out-yielded other varieties. It should be noted that many seed companies list John Bear and Bonnie Best as the same variety. This is incorrect, although very similar due to their close genetic relationship. John Bear is generally earlier to harvest. So that's a cool bean story, is it not? Yes, I did mention that Persic meant peach, but thank you. All right, thank you. Um, Heidi says the Gondwanas grow well in green stalks. That's good to know. Has anybody grown John Bear? Nobody? I had never even heard of it until recently, and it's got quite the history. So I did get seed. Let me give you a link to where did I get my seeds from? Oh, Bounty Hunter carries it. I actually got mine from Pen and Cord's Garden because I didn't know that Bounty Hunter Seeds had it, but let me put the link in the comments. Our good old Bounty Hunter, our friends Lucas and Sean. There we go. That's the direct link to find it on Bounty Hunter Seeds. New one for you too, huh, Julie? Yeah. It's funny how I know all these crazy Ukrainian, Russian new releases, but I'm often not that up on some of like the real historic ones. And I want to change that. I want to grow more of them this year. Um, we shall see. We'll have to see. I'm growing a lot already. All right, this next one is another heirloom. By the way, people often use incorrectly the term heirloom when referring to things that are non-hybrid, and that's not correct. Heirloom is any variety that's generally over 50 years old. What people mean when it's not a hybrid is that they are open pollinated, and this means you can save seeds from it and it will grow, hopefully, true to type in the future, unlike hybrids, where you really can't do that. But it's not a big deal. It's just kind of semantics. But I know of um, one vendor in particular who he's tossing around heirloom tomatoes with brand new releases, and I don't think he understands what that means. All right, let's get back to the tomatoes. Cyril's Choice. How cute is this? Another cute one you can grow in a container. According to Pen and Cord's Garden, it's an old English heirloom, small to saladette sized, 2 to 5 ounce bright red beauties. Rugo's leaves on a very giving dwarf plant. Grows to only about 3 feet tall, which is 90 centimeters. Nice and tidy for such an early tomato. This plant gives many flushes. It doesn't want to stop. Great sweet flavor and beautiful fruits. They are ultimately redder than the picture very early. And it's a English family heirloom grown by D. Rankalore, whose brother Cyril grew it on his allotment before he died. Then given to the Seed Ambassadors Project by the Heritage Seed Library of England, and then onto the Seed Savers Exchange. So that's Cyril's Choice. Anybody grown Cyril's Choice? Look how loaded that thing is. No, the Persic wasn't on Bad Skins. Did I write down where I got the Persic from? Hang on. Let me open my spreadsheet quickly. I can tell you. I don't think it was from Bad Skins. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Hang on. Yeah, my spreadsheet's having trouble. I can't see it. I guess I have too many things open. I'll have if you private message me, Tiffany, I will let you know where I got it. I thought I had it written down and I could share a link with you guys, but I don't at the moment. All right. Nobody's grown Cyril's Choice. Robin says, Jamie, you need this one, John Bear. Who has Cyril's? Let me see. Okay, I got Cyril's from a company. This was my first order from them. It's called Ohio Heirloom Seeds. I ordered a number of things from them. Let me put it in the comments for you. They had, I don't know how they've escaped me until now, but they did. I placed an order, and I think they were supposed to arrive today. They had a good selection of things, so hopefully that helps. Oh, you're welcome, Jerry. It's a very common mistake, and it's not the biggest deal in the world, but there is a difference, and I think a lot of people do get confused. What's the difference between heirloom and open pollinated? An heirloom can be open pollinated, but if it's not 50 years old, it's not considered an heirloom. Craig Lahoulier has talked about that. I think he talks about in Epic Tomatoes. He definitely has talked about on my show with Jen. Gosh, we have 93 live viewers right now, and that's just on YouTube. I know we've got a bunch on Instagram. If you haven't already, please put in hashtag tomato in the comments. I'll be doing a live drawing for some 5 free t-shirts we're giving away from Inspired Garden Life, 3 gift cards to Inspired Garden Life, and one of the famous Secret Seed Cartel advent calendars from Jeffrey's giving away. So put in hashtag tomato. If you're watching on Instagram, please come on over and watch on YouTube instead. That way you can be eligible if you put in hashtag tomato. Unfortunately, this EV Mux that I use as a platform, it can broadcast to Instagram, but it can't register comments or names. So only able to watch, but I'm glad you're here. Very glad you're watching. Okay, nobody with Cyril's Choice, huh? Evelina, I was counting on you for this one. All right. Sounds like something that one or more of us has to grow to keep alive. Oh, what did I just do to my thing here? Cyril's Choice. All right, we've got 2 more. Wow, I'm doing well. I guess because the GU ones, I didn't have a whole lot to share about each one. But I've been trying to speed it up, and it's an hour, 20 minutes. We got 2 more. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, next one. This one's fun. This one's called Big Elmer. And other than one place, which is called Thresh Seeds, you can't find it anywhere else. I couldn't, and I dug deep. So Big Elmer originates in the United States. There are these massive orange, beautiful tomatoes. And if anybody's grown it, we want to hear, oh, hey, Amanda. Long time no see. Nice to see you. And Lisa's already saying, oh, I need this one. Let me tell you about it. Well, first, let me put in the comments the link at Thresh Seeds so you can take a look for yourself. I did order these. And I searched and searched and searched and searched for another vendor or even a reference. Couldn't find it. So I think this is where you need to get it from, Thresh Seeds. Here's what they have to say. The Big Elmer tomato is a one-of-a-kind heirloom that produces massive, vibrant orange fruits, often weighing 2 pounds or more. Boasting almost fluorescent orange skins, the color of these tomatoes was unlike anything we've seen. What's more, despite their impressive size, the fruits are relatively crack-free, with only occasional stitching on the shoulders. They are juicy and flavorful, offering a well-balanced mix of sweetness and acidity, making Big Elmer an excellent choice for slicing, canning, or making fresh tomato juice. Yum, how good does that sound? This rare variety has a history as colorful as its fruit. Seed was shared with us by Jim Kudek of Waldo, Wisconsin, who acquired his stock about 15 years ago from a nursery in southern Indiana. Although that nursery has since closed, the owner told Jim that the tomato originally came from Louisville, Kentucky. Now, with your help, we can continue their tradition of stewardship and ensure that this extremely rare heirloom is preserved for future generations. We must save the tomato. My fellow tomato heads, we must. So many of these varieties today, if not all of them, are things we need to save. Maybe not the new Galaxy Sweet, because that just came out, or the cream of the crop ones, but we need to save this Big Elmer. If there's one vendor selling it, there's somewhere on the internet it listed it as a pink, but I couldn't confirm that, and nobody else has a picture of it anywhere or anything to the contrary of it is an orange tomato and only sold by them. We can continue their tradition of stewardship and ensure that this extremely rare heirloom is preserved for future tomato head generations. With their massive size, glowing orange skins, and outstanding flavor, Big Elmer tomatoes are a true garden showpiece and a variety worth growing year after year. More than just a delicious tomato, Big Elmer is a living piece of heirloom history, passed from hand to hand, and now entrusted to new gardeners to keep it thriving. Grow it once, and it's sure to earn a permanent place in your garden. Matures in approximately 85 days after transplant. I know, right? I knew you guys were going to like this one. And I'm not even into orange tomatoes, as I've already listed today, but this one, I think I need to grow it in 2026. Susan says, I would try Big Elmer. Sasha says, wow, that's a big one. Jennifer's, I'm in for Elmer. Deborah needs big Elmer too. Jamie needs big Elmer. I know. Sounds great, right? A great story. Oh, hang on. Let me see about. Persic. I just realized I have links in all my my outline. Came from Tomato Faifu. They carry it. They actually have it in stock. They don't have a lot in stock, but they do have Persic. So for asking whoever wanted to know where I got that from, that's where I got it from. All right, big Elmer. OMG, that's ginormous. I know. Hi, Nanette. All right. I have a feeling we're going to have a couple people growing big Elmer for 2026. Make sure you I'll put the link in again for those of you that may have missed it. There's another vendor that I had never ordered from before, and they also had some really interesting things. So I placed an order for a number of things through them, but this one's a showstopper. Big Elmer. Okay, just put it back in the comments. All right, and last one. An hour 23 minutes in, we are on our last one, and I threw it in at the last minute, thinking there's no way I'm going to get to all these, and I'll do it next week. But alas, here we are. Another old one, I believe. Yes, definitely an heirloom. It's a Russian heirloom, Alpatieva 905A. These photos are from 3 different places. So Victory Seeds carries it. I forget if they're in stock or not. That's the photo on the right. Photo in the center is from a Russian site called ecotomato.ru. And the photo on the upper left is from Pen and Cord's Garden, which is where I purchased my seeds from. Let me tell you what they said first, and then I'll get to Victory, which always has amazing descriptions. Pen and Cord says, "Ooh, this is a goodie. I jumped around the kitchen with this in my mouth. Yeah, this was really good. Sweet undertones right off the bat, but a zingy thing going on too. Really, really good. Sweet and zingy. Plants are strong and sturdy and grew in the open under a tree at 8,000 elevation its first year. I bow down. The flavor of this one makes it one of the standouts of the season. Rugo's leaves on stocky plants. It's a great container plant. Grows between 18 to 24 inches, 2 to 5 ounce fruits." So that was Pen and Cord's Garden. Let me get you the link to this because I have a feeling some of you are going to like this one too, as did I. Okay, this link is from Pen and Cord's Garden. And I'm putting in the comments right now. There we go. Oh, Jessica already grabbed her big Elmer seeds. Nice. I love it. I love it. Hey, Zoya. Nice to see you. Spicy Sancho just put big Elmer in my cart. Yeah, make sure you browse around there. You're going to likely find some things that you haven't seen elsewhere, which is what I did. So don't just get that one thing, although if you can only get one thing, that's the one you want. But there were some things I love when I find a site that's got things that can't be found anywhere else or that I don't know about. And then I read these stories and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to talk about this on my show. It's super exciting. And this is another one, our last one of the day. Victory Seeds says it's 65 days. It's another dwarf. So we're talking about a lot of compact and dwarf varieties today and some determinates too. The plants are dwarf type with rugose leaves, but produce like a determinate and remain quite compact, reaching about 18 to 24 inches tall. That is 45 to 60 centimeters. In spite of its stature, it is quite productive. Its fruit are good flavored, red in color, 2 to 5 ounces in weight, and globe to oblate shaped. It's an old Soviet era commercial Russian variety developed by VNIISSOK from a cross of Stambovi Alpativa 905 with Bison 639. Don't know those either. And introduced in 1950. Our original seed sample was sent to us by Seed Saver Andriy Baranovsky of Minsk. So that is from Victory Seeds. Anybody grown this one? Just Big Elmer for me today. You've got have most of them. Good, good. I think I got like 3 or 4 other ones, and I don't remember which ones they were at the moment. Is that thing open? Okay, Big Elmer, Orenburg Giant. I also got from them. Perestroika Siberian, and Olga's Round Yellow Chicken. I got those 4 from there. Big Elmer, Orenburg Giant, Perestroika Siberian, and Olga's Round Yellow Chicken. That last one's just for the name. I tell Kina all the time I don't grow for just names, but I'm starting to think that sometimes I just do, for sure. So that's Alpativa 905. Anybody grow this? I don't see anybody jumping up on this one. Yeah, Susan, it's different from Elmer's Old German. I'm glad you mentioned that, though. I did look into that, and it's a different tomato. Thank you, though. Good time to hit the like button, please. Almost 100 in here. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, everybody put in hashtag tomato. That's all the tomatoes I've got to talk about today. So you're rid of me soon. I was going to talk about the Gondwana series more and why Patrina's only doing that yourself, but I guess I kind of summarized it. I had a long, big write up for that, and I thought I skipped it, thinking that we don't want to hear it. But if anybody wants to hear that, I can certainly read it. But in the meantime, get in hashtag tomato, and let me tell you about the coupon codes today. So for those of you getting from Bad Skins, she's got great packaging. There are about 10-ish seeds, sometimes a little more per package. She's got great photos on the front. I love her packaging. And they're always taped to a card like this with her card and her plant passport number. The website is badskinsgarden.be, and make sure you put in the coupon code unboxing 2025. Secret Seed Cartel, forever coupon code from them, TLC20 for 20% off. And of course, our sponsors of today's show, Inspire Garden Life, our friends Tim and Darylyn, got their new Foragers collection, TLC20 forever, forever. And let me share with you some other things you may need to know when you place an order from them. 2 shirts, you get, ooh, what happened to my background? My background's gone. That's weird. What happened? It says it's open, but alas, it is not. Oh, well. Pretend the snowflake background's on there. 2 shirts, you get $2 off each. 4 shirts, $3 off each and free shipping. 6 shirts, $5 off each and free shipping. And December 10th, which is 6 days away, yes, that's the last day to order to get it for the holidays. So thank you, Tim and Darylyn, once again for sponsoring the show. And oh, weird, I can't even. Okay. So this is their Winter Foragers collection, inspired by our very own Rowena Kotulniski. And they're beautiful foraging shirts. Blessed are the patient. Where others see scarcity, I find abundance. Look how beautiful and earthy these shirts are. They're absolutely gorgeous. So, winter woods are full of life. Forage faithfully. The designs and the colors are just out of this world. All right, so let's do some giveaways, shall we? And if you win, well, we'll start with Inspire actually, we'll do the advent calendar first, then we'll end with Inspired Garden Life. So the advent calendar, for those of you that haven't, oh, there's my background again. Something's happening. That's weird. This is the advent calendar. I showed one on Tuesday. It's about this big, super cute. Jeffrey's giving one of those away. So let's do, hopefully our giveaway tool works. All right. So far, so good. So last chance to get in hashtag tomato. And we'll do, right now is the advent calendar. If you win the advent calendar, you can, let me put my email up. If you can contact Jeffrey Rainmaker, that would help me out a lot. But if you can't, you can private message me or email me. Not everybody's in the group. Okay, so the advent calendar. Deb Toothaker. Congratulations, Deb. I don't know if you have any advent calendars yet, but that's exciting. Okay, now on to let's do oh, it looks like we got kicked off of Instagram. That happens once in a while. They're supposed to stop broadcasting after 1 hour, but that rarely happens to me. But I see they've stopped now. That's all right. Let's do the gift cards first. So the 3 $25 gift cards from Inspired Garden Life. There we go. And if you win, please contact them directly at their email address is at the bottom. So support@inspiredgardenlife.com. So for all the rest of the prizes, you will email them. All right, first gift card goes to Peter Pecker, 7938. Congratulations, Peter Pecker. Love the name. All right, enough with the balloons. I found some new things. Thought I'd try them out. All right, so that's number one with a $25 gift card. Number two, we've got 96 live viewers right now. That makes me so happy. We've had over 100. I think Tuesday we had over 100 for my unboxing. Jamie, congratulations, Jamie. That's number two for the $25 gift card. You can email Tim and Darylyn at the email address below. And last gift card. Lunra. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that properly. Congratulations, Lunra. All three of you, congrats. And now we've got 5 t-shirts. I shake my head because I just can't believe they do this every month. This is so much, and we're so appreciative of you guys. All right, so t-shirt number 1. Don't like that one. Drew, congratulations, Drew. You get t-shirt number 1. T-shirt number 2. Let's see what else we got. Oh, that was not bad. I want snowflakes. Guess I have to create that. Harley the Swamp Bitch. Hey, Harley. I didn't know you were here. Congratulations. You win a free t-shirt from Inspired Garden Life. Make sure you email at the email address below to claim. That's number 2. Yes? Okay. Number 3. Oh, sorry, Mary. The explosion made you jump. Sorry. You don't expect that from a tomato show. Lisa B. Congratulations, Lisa. Congratulations. That was 3, right? Usually I write them down and I'm not today. That's 3. Okay, number 4. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is number 4. Chelsea227, that's number 4. Congratulations. You can email Tim and Darylyn down at the email address down below. And last but not least, number 5. Eric Mooney. Congratulations, Eric. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you again, Inspire Garden Life. And Jeffrey, of course, and Badskin's Garden. If you guys haven't placed an order with them, you definitely want to get your hands on these rare Gurin varieties. The Gondwana Shadows. She's the only one that carries it, and she's got all kinds of goodies. I think my very first Jarson ever came from her years ago. I remember she put an advertisement on her Facebook page for Jarson 18. I found out it had Malachite box in it, and I was like, Malachite Jen and I were like, "What is this Jarson thing?" And so I saw she had it over 100 now, 102. That's exciting. Um, and so I think I private messaged Anne and I'm like, "Do you ship to the United States?" Thinking she would say no, and she's like, "Yeah." So I've been ordering ever since. So my that was Jarson 18.3 that I got from her, which was exciting. She's got more Jarsons now, I think. So congratulations, everybody. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget tomorrow it's Jen and I live for Tomato Talk. Oh, no background again. Something's happening. That's wacky. Um, what was I going to say? Yeah, Jen and I, Tomato Talk Live. We'll be talking about lessons learned. We'll be talking about how we're planning for the future, how we plan our grow lists. Is there any rhyme or reason to how we plan our grow lists? I'll share what the answer is. Sort of, yes, sort of no. We'll see you then. And then next Tuesday, I'll be doing an unboxing for Kim Lund's Right Off the Farm Heirlooms. So that's it. Couple tomato things. We will see you tomorrow. And thanks for watching, you guys. I love you very much and appreciate all your support and just your kind comments and stuff during these shows. And happy holidays. Let's play some of that music to lead us out. Peace, love, get your gratitude on, and go grow tomatoes. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.